Disappear. Not for attention, not for applause. Disappear because the world has nothing to offer you right now but distraction. I'm talking to the fighter training in an empty gym at midnight. To the writer deleting another draft no one will ever see. To the dreamer sitting in the dark, sharpening a vision no one else believes in yet. You think greatness happens in the spotlight? Wrong. It happens in the void, in the silent hours, in the unseen grind, in the choices you make when no one is watching. We live in a world addicted to noise, to flashing screens, empty validation, cheap dopamine. But you're different. You know the truth. Real power comes from absence, from the willingness to vanish, to let the world forget you, just so you can return unrecognizable. So go. Disappear. Let them wonder. And when you come back, make sure they never forget you again. Delete it all, not just the apps, the noise, the endless scroll, the illusion of connection that keeps you from your real work. Everybody wants destiny, but nobody wants the silence required to hear it. Everybody craves success, but recoils from the solitude that builds it. What if you stopped? Not for a day, for a season. Long enough to forget the world's rhythm. Long enough to find yours. The greatest alchemy happens in darkness. The sculptor doesn't polish in the gallery. The fighter doesn't train in the arena. The thinker doesn't find truth in the crowd. Your masterpiece demands your absence. They'll crown you in the spotlight for what you forged in the shadows. So tell me, how much of your soul are you still trading for distraction? The reason it hasn't happened yet, the reason the vision stays just out of reach. You haven't surrendered enough. You'll talk about it. You'll plan it. You'll consume every book, every podcast, every motivational speech. But will you bleed for it? Will you disappear into the nothingness, where no one applauds your effort, no one pities your struggle, where the only witness to your sacrifice is the fire in your own belly? I'm talking to the ones who know. Real change happens in the dark, sleeping in your car, choosing hunger over distraction, enduring the lonely nights when even your reflection asks, is this worth it? The answer isn't in the crowd's approval, it's in the silence you endure, the versions of yourself you outgrow, the comfort you incinerate to forge something unbreakable. This is your threshold. The moment you decide, either I evolve or I evaporate. The world doesn't need your explanation, it needs your proof. So stop promising, start becoming. And when you emerge, let your existence be the only answer anyone ever needs. Masterpieces are born in the dark. The greatest photographs develop in darkness. The strongest steel is forged unseen. The brightest stars burn in solitude. We worship the highlight reels, the victories, the breakthroughs, the standing ovations. But the real magic happens when the stadium lights are off, in the 4 a.m. training sessions, when no one's counting your reps, in the rejection letters that never make your Instagram, in the silent prayers, whispered through clenched teeth. You see their crowns, but not the scars they sat on. You hear their speeches, but not the breakdowns that shaped them. Before the world remembers your name, it must first forget you existed. So embrace the darkroom. Your masterpiece is still developing. The greatest tragedy. Not death, but a life lived on autopilot. I see you, the one who feels that restless fire, that gnawing sense there's more. But here's the brutal truth. Wanting changes nothing. Posting changes nothing. Talking changes nothing. The real battle happens in library aisles at midnight, in gym corners where no one spots you, in boardrooms when the presentations end, in prayer rooms when the amen echoes. We're addicted to announcements but allergic to the work. So I'll ask just once, how badly do you want it? Enough to delete the apps, miss the parties, outwork your doubts? Your future isn't won in the spotlight, it's seized in the shadows. So vanish, work, then let your results deafen the doubters. Steve Jobs built the future in silence. No leaks, no previews, no begging for approval. Just work so undeniable. The world had no choice but to stop and stare. Your mind is sacred ground, yet you've let it become a battleground for other people's opinions, a landfill for viral distractions, a museum of half-finished dreams. Conduct the purge. Every application, every friend, every habit. Ask them one question. Do you deserve space in my revolution? The vision in your head? It's already yours. But it will die in committee. It will starve on timelines. It will drown in explanations, disappear, building let them call you gone. Until the day your work makes them gasp. Glory doesn't negotiate with spectators.